Let's say you've been on the 9-to-5 grind for nearly a decade. Your mornings and evenings consist of traffic jams, conference calls over Bluetooth, a golf outing on the weekends, and once in a while, running the kids to school. You need a car. Not a sports car, not a supercar, not a truck, just a car. And you're at the point in your life where it's time to buy a good car. Enter the Audi A6, the new gold standard of peaceful, practical, luxurious commuting.
For $53,000, you can have your very own Audi A6 2.0T. It's got a 211 horsepower engine with 260 pound-feet of torque, and it's got all-wheel drive. It's got the ZF 8-speed automatic, which is a really good gearbox. It's got paddle shifters, and you've got nav with Google Street View, all kinds of good stuff. We'll go into sport mode here and see how manual feels. It is a rather quick transmission when you shift. Not bad. Do we have grip? Oh, things are flying, and that means we must have some grip. Power is adequate. For the average driver, totally enough. For the sporting driver, you probably want more. But you get good fuel economy. 33 highway, 28 in the city. 600-mile cruising range. Audis are all about the cruising range. It's not so much the miles per gallon, but they give you a big gas tank and good efficiency, good aerodynamics. You get a 0.26 drag coefficient, which is really, really good, and you can go a really long way in these cars. As usual, the interior is pretty impeccably finished. I'm not a huge fan of this wood, but everything is screwed together tightly. The materials are all very nice. Audi really knows how to make gauges. Their gauges are really good. If you've got a family, if you've got kids to haul around, the back seat is roomy, and it's got some nicely sculpted out buckets. There's a big trunk, really big trunk actually, and overall a nice air of luxury. So in this class, you've got the E-Class, you've got the A6, and then you've got the BMW 5 Series. Which would I have? I would have the A6, I think. The 5 Series is very expensive for what you get. The E-Class is not very pretty, and this is the one I like to be inside the most. The engine is not the most refined engine out there. It's the same engine you get in like a GTI, so it's got a little bit of kind of buzziness about it, but the chassis, the interior is all so well insulated that if you're off throttle, like we are right now, extremely quiet in here. And without the penalty of feeling like you have a super heavy car, because the steering is extremely light in this car.
It's easy for someone like me to dismiss the A6 as boring, because it doesn't stand out in any particular way. But it's a wonderfully well-rounded package for someone who really just wants a nice car. The materials are great, you can get all the gadgets you've ever wanted, it's near silent inside, there are multiple engine choices depending on your need for speed, and of course it has the world's best all-wheel drive system. And if you must jazz it up a bit, Audi's exclusive program will allow you to customize your A6 in an unbelievable number of ways, including painting it any color you can imagine. This is a very good car, and we absolutely recommend it.